Morning. No, it is still morning, but only just. I definitely gave myself a much slower start today, and I think it's worked. Like I said, it's approaching midday now, but I let myself sleep in. I just slowly I stayed in bed for a little bit and just chilled out, and I'm now getting ready for my first lesson. But it seems to have worked. I'm not completely better, but it's a considerable improvement over yesterday, which does lead me to believe that it was what I suspected, and it was a lot to do with how busy I was and just like go, and then stopped and didn't really do anything for a couple of days. Because I know that my body does that, and it's really annoying. But I'd rather it be that than like a week-long cold that just knocked me out. So, But yes, I'm about to go and do my first lesson. But before that, Advent time. It's probably disgusting weather out there as well, which I'm not thrilled about because it's my turn to walk Penny today. But yeah, the weather's been really rough the last couple of days. It's kind of miserable, to be honest. What day is it? It's the 9th. I know what day it is. Ooh, that's slightly darker. Are we fading back into something else? Ooh, we might be fading into something else now. That's interesting. It's got slightly... It's almost like a creamy beige today. So I'll get yesterday's for comparison. In fact, I'll get the 7th as well. Because the thing is, the colour changes are so subtle that unless you put them together, it's hard to see where it's going. So there we go. That's 7th, 8th, 9th. Yeah, we're fading into something else. I couldn't quite tell with yesterday's because it was too similar. But now that I've put it next to today's, we're clearly fading into another... I wonder where we're going next. If the whole thing is one really gradual fade, that's going to look amazing. With whatever I make this into, that's going to look so cool. Oh, that's opened it up now. Yeah, you can see we're definitely progressing. Oh, that's given me some food for thought now. I'm going to put those back in so I don't get the days mixed up. This is the thing, is I'm going to have to make sure that I keep the colours in their order, because I will want to get this fade right. When I do make it into something, I'm going to want to get that right, because otherwise I don't want to risk not properly showing that off. That's very interesting. Ooh, that's so exciting. Before I run off and start prepping for my lesson, I do want to show you where I've got to on my knitting, because I have been working on my Rosie sweater, and I've been doing it a little slowly because I'm on the colour work now. So it's taking a little bit more concentration. I'm reading the charts, but... Ooh, don't pull the yarn off the desk. There we go. You can see the colours have started to emerge. I've also put it on a longer cable. I did that when I got home because it was a nightmare. They were all so crowded. And I am still increasing because the colour work section does include some raglan shaping. So that is where I'm up to. And I'm on row 3 of the colour work. So still very early days. I'm hoping to get another couple of rows done before I go away again at the weekend, because I don't know how much colour work will be doable while I'm travelling. I don't know. I'll have to see. I would still like to do some while I'm out and going places, but colour work is one of those where I don't want to mess it up. I did the first row, the very first stitch of colour work I did wrong. I was supposed to count 10 and then start the colour work, and I did 11. So I got halfway round and it didn't line up where it should, and I had to pull right back to the start of the colour. But it's okay. It's okay, because I fixed it and it's all good now. So I'm really looking forward to getting like 5, 6, 7 rows in and see the pattern starting to emerge. That is what I'm really looking forward to. But I am going to have to run because I do have to go and teach my lesson. So I'll chat again later. All of my lessons done for the day, and now it's time to chill. Tuesdays are film night. I've watched an episode of Barry, didn't catch up on all of it, so I'm gonna wait until they have finished chatting about it, because I think they'll have all watched the season finale and I didn't get time to get that far. So I'm gonna wait until they finished their chat, and then I'm going to join. Film night was my pick tonight, and I chose Love Actually because I love that film. So I'm gonna hop onto Discord once they're done, and we're gonna have our usual Tuesday film night. I can't decide what I'm gonna do while I watch the film. Probably some more knitting, let's be honest. I do want to get a little further through this colour work, but I might make myself a nice drink to go with it and properly lean into the cozy vibes. I am feeling okay. Definitely not better. There's still a little bit of lingering pressure in my nose, but it is, I think by tomorrow or Thursday, I'll probably be completely through, which I'm very, very relieved about. I did not want this to be a lingerer. So very, very relieved about that. But yeah, I think it's just time to chill with a nice drink. Maybe I get some chocolate and my knitting and a Christmassy film. Yeah, that sounds good. Tonight I read chapter 11, Anne's Impression of Sunday School. Marilla has bought Anne some new dresses since she didn't arrive with many, but true to form, she got her all very sturdy and sensible dresses, and Anne's a little bit disappointed that none of them are as beautiful and romantic as she was hoping for. She's particularly mournful about none of them having puffed sleeves, and spends quite a bit of time lamenting this. On Sunday, Marilla has a headache and can't go to church, so she sends Anne on her own with strict instructions to pay attention and to tell her everything she learns. When Anne returns, Marilla asks her about Sunday school, but Anne's biggest takeaway, of course, was that all the other girls except her had puffed sleeves. She says it was all right, but that Mr. Bell and Miss Robertson just went on and on. They didn't pick particularly interesting passages, and they had no imagination and didn't seem all that enthused about talking to God. Marilla kind of feels like she should scold Anne for some of this, but she doesn't, because she actually agrees with some of what Anne said, even if she would never have admitted it herself.